Welcome to another episode of Travel Tales by Siri. This one's a continuation of the previous episode where we walked from Ban Sundala to Huay Fai. Today we'll take a look at Huay Fai itself. So this village is of the Kimu tribe people, and as soon as you enter you see that the style of the houses is quite different. If you notice, they're made of bamboo and they've got those like wooden stairs to enter the houses. As with the previous village, you can see even here they're trying to switch to concrete houses. After walking around the villages, it looked like almost all of the houses had a similar style. I think in total there's a total of 30 or 40 families that live in the village. It was already about 11 a.m. Most of the people had already left to work on the farms. That is working population. So the few people that remained in the village were usually the grandparents and the children. And it's school holidays now as well, so there was lots of children. Children were really quite camera shy, and they were really shy when they saw me, so it was really cute to see them. Lunch itself was sort of traditional food from the area, so sticky rice, some chili base, there was some green vegetable, I'm not sure, that they just steamed, and there's also just grilled fish. The house that we're sitting in is actually that of a local person's house, and because my guide knew them somehow, they just said, okay, you can come and eat with us. So that was really nice of them. But you know, the one interesting thing is that there was piglets, there was cats, there was chicken. I think everything was in the same house, and it was really unbelievable. And because I'm terrified of cats, as soon as I saw the cats I just screamed and ran out, and everyone had a good laugh at me. And then the children just took the cats out, and then I had lunch. But at this point word had spread that there was a visitor in the village, so all the children, one the homeowner's grandchildren as well as all the children from the villages came home to see who it was and everything. So it was just really nice to have all those visitors just sitting there watching. They're quite shy as well. So if you recall, in the previous episode we bought pineapple from the local children on the way to this village, and so that was the dessert that we had. And the village kids love pineapple, so then obviously I was sharing I was offering the pineapple to the other children. Some of them were so shy to come and have it, so I really needed to encourage them to come. But one thing is, the kids love pineapple here. So it's quite common in the village for the grandmother to be looking after all the grandchildren while the parents of these children are busy working in the farms. After saying goodbye to the family, we carried on walking out of the village and towards the next destination. There was another group in the village that was also visiting, so they were a group of 4, and so where they sat, that is actually a proper homestay. So if I hadn't gone to the local home, I would have stayed there. This thing that you're seeing is supposed to be the village sitting area for everyone in the village to just sit down and meet. The stairs to the houses and even to that meeting area, they're not actually very well designed. They're a little bit scary. So again, just like in the other village, there's also a village shop here with basics. But this village also had a guest house, which is different than a homestay. Like this one was more like closer to a hotel. The sun had started to pop its head, so I had to gear up. And then it was time to start a jungle trek, and this was sort of like a mini Asian rainforest. And through that, we went to the waterfall. I couldn't do much filming in the jungle itself just because it was so wet from the rain earlier in the day, and also it was just not possible. I needed to use all my limbs. It reminded me of my time during the Amazon. It was humid, it was like there was lots of insects and bugs, but this one was much harder because we were going down, and actually it's quite dangerous, whereas the Amazon is just flat. So this is actually after the trek. This is towards the end. There was quite a bit of adventure walking to finally reach the waterfall. We had to cross streams, my shoes got wet, it was really uncomfortable, but then that's part of the adventure. Yeah, and a lot of the rocks were quite slippery, so I had to be extra careful. Because it's the rainy season, there's not enough water in the waterfall, and also it's really brown and muddy. It was still quite nice in a strange kind of way, even though the video doesn't look good. But there's a little clip on top. That's how it's supposed to look at its best. So you know the top right corner, that's supposed to be how it actually looks. So you can see what a big difference it makes the season that you go. Totally brown now and supposed to be super blue. I think around September, October time. So once we got to the waterfall, we were exiting. Actually, that's how a lot of people enter. So there's no need to do the jungle trek. So from Luang Prabang, they take you to a different village. And from there, you get the boat. The boat takes you to the entrance and you buy a ticket and then you go to the waterfall. Whereas for me, we went to the jungle, we saw the waterfall, and then we exited. And when we were exiting, we actually paid for the ticket. And then we went to the other side to get the boat back to the village, and then we took a bus back, or no, a tuk-tuk back to Luang Prabang. So we kind of worked backwards. The whole trip we started at 7 a.m., finished at 2:30 p.m. So it was like half a day, and it cost $70 US. You do have to negotiate hard because they will start a really high price. And honestly, I think I paid for the knowledge more than anything else. Like some of these routes don't come up on Google Maps. So like even on the village roads, sometimes you have to like take a slight left or a slight right, and there's not much on Google Maps. I checked. So that's why you pay the price, not really for the food or for anything else. And for starting early as well, yeah. Because standard trips usually start around 8:30. Boat ride was so much fun because our boat was really basic, and every time someone just sat in the boat, like it would start wobbling and it was quite scary. And then anyway, once everyone got settled in, sat straight and everything, the boat was balanced, it was fine. It was only 10 minutes, but of course in Laos there is no security, health, safety, life jacket, none of that. So you know, you just sit there and hope for the best. But it was really nice breeze. It was something I really enjoyed despite the risk. I really hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed the experience. I would like to request you all to consider subscribing to the channel, because as a new YouTuber, the subscriptions really help us, and it's really encouraging because my previous video got quite a few views, and that really encouraged me. So thank you to everybody that's watched and everybody that's the previous one and this one. So thank you.